Okay, this is our, excuse me, we'll talk in the car review for, what has to be the worst Christmas movie I think I've seen in many, many moons. It's called, get this, A Merry Friggin Christmas. And believe me, it's about as friendly as that title. It's a miserable experience, and I think part of that is because, aside from being a bad movie, it is one of the last movies left to us starring Robin Williams, a man that I thought was a comic genius. I felt like Robin Williams could do a lot of things, but playing a character who approximates Archie Bunker is not one of them. That may sound funny, but I guarantee you it's not. It's agonizing to watch. In A Merry Friggin Christmas, he plays Mitch Mitchler, who is a mean, cranky SOB. He's an alcoholic, mean to his kids, cynical about the world, and I mean, the movie opens and he's telling his son the awful hard truth about Santa Claus and Easter Bunny and the Tooth Fairy. And the movie kind of stays at that level. He's actually a supporting performance. Thank God. Actually, the movie centers on his son. His son is played by Joel McHale. His name is Boyd. And Boyd kind of grew up in in the old man's crosshairs. And he wants to... Boyd is a good, decent, honest man who wants to raise his family in the opposite light that Mitch raised him. So currently, and the movie takes place, of course, around Christmas, his goal for the holiday season, Boyd's, is to give his 8-year-old son a magical Christmas, which is a noble goal. I mean, I like that idea. So something happens. I can't remember what. I'm trying to block most of this out, most of this terrible movie out of my mind. He takes his family 300 miles to see his mom and dad, and on Christmas Eve suddenly realizes that Boyd does, that he left his son's Christmas presents at home. That means he has to drive back, sort of at the 11th hour. He has to drive back home 300 miles, get the presents, and get back before the kid wakes up Christmas morning. And for some reason, he takes his father along. I mean, I know the reason, but story-wise, I don't know. It just seemed like an excuse to have hijinks. And that's exactly what it is. It's hijinks. It's a road movie. And you get all kinds. You get a drunk Santa Claus. You get an offensive subplot about Afghani people and people from Afghanistan, and Mexicans, illegal immigrants who barely speak English. In the meantime, you get the families who are screaming at each other, and it becomes one of those hateful, mean-spirited kind of movies where the family gets together for Christmas and they start bringing up old petty arguments from years ago, and start nitpicking little insults, and they keep screaming at each other, and they take a shotgun for the right screenwriter, obviously, kind of takes a shotgun approach to all this, hoping they can throw it against the wall and something will stick that'll be funny. But it's not funny. It's just the movie tries to be a comedy, but it just kind of wallows in unhappy characters, unfunny situations. It's just miserable. And again, this is one of the last films given to us by Robin Williams. And it kind of breaks my heart because there are 4 films being released after his death. I think. I can't do the math. You can leave a comment and correct me on this if I'm wrong. He had a film called The Angriest Man in Brooklyn, which was terrible. This movie, which was terrible. He's got Night in the Museum, which I have no interest in. And then he's got another movie, which I forget the name of it. So far, the 4 the films that he's leaving us with, I've seen 2 of them, and they both stink. And this movie is not only unfunny and hateful and mean-spirited, it's also disheartening and disappointing. So skip this one. Please skip this one. That's my review. I'm the Armchair Critic. Visit me on my website at armchaircinema.com, and I'll see you later. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, especially if you don't see this movie. Bye.